Uh, I think uh, I think YouTube might actually be live now. I don't know. Okay. Talking about that process of new things. Constantly learning, constantly trying new stuff is part of the entire process, whether it is in your creative avenue, like painting, photography, and whatnot, or in this case for me, fucking streaming. There's a lot that's going on. Um, and it's all very like there's a steep learning curve. Always is, always will be. Um, so yeah. But if we don't, I think the most important thing is that if we don't try new things and expand what we're doing, it says we're live over on YouTube. That's great. Something's finally working. If it is, that's great. I'm just gonna let it go because it looks like it's connected. So that's the biggest thing I think. Like it's important we try new things no matter what we're doing to see how we can grow. And we finally have YouTube freaking connected. Yes. Oh my god. Bill, you have no idea how long it's been taking me. Like YouTube just finally connected. We've gone past OBS because OBS is a pain in the ass, but now we got a slew of new problems. But yeah, brand new painting. Because I actually finished up the painting of the other one for the As Above So Below show. Finished up the embroidery and everything. Thank you. I'm glad you popping on it clearly fixed everything. But yeah, finished that one up actually just this afternoon. Finished up the embroidery, so I just got to get the hanging hardware on it, and then it is good to go to be delivered. So we're jumping right in with my celestial themed showpiece. So that's what this guy is. Same gallery, Arch Enemy Arts, where this one's going, and had to break out the airbrush too, because wanted to do some actual painting a nebula in this one to really get some cool effects in here. Just again, the whole topic about tonight is trying new things. And for me tonight, come on. There we go. Had a blockage. For me, that's using the tools that I have in a different capacity. So obviously, we're breaking out the airbrush tonight to do some nice, cool little textures in the nebula area. There we go. Jeez, that came out really quick. I think one of the things that I know I've talked about this a lot in my videos before. Um, it's easy to get stagnant in your creativity and your art. It's super important to explore new things, new mediums, new techniques to help you kind of grow and become a better maker, creator, individual, all that stuff. So yeah, so breaking that out, you may notice the tendrils there on the character today. We are, like I said, it's a celestial theme, so definitely for me, celestial. I absolutely got to go Elder Horror. So we're doing a kind of Cthulhu esque uh, s- character here. Got a cave lion skull because that's cool as hell and sick as hell. Got the tentacles. Gonna actually add more tentacles coming out from the robe because why not? But really wanted to add this nebula to help that celestial feel. So yeah, I heard a ding. And over on TikTok, we got a few viewers. Welcome and goodbye. Ah, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We have 6,800. We're gonna try to amp up the bit rate to Photography Rose. First time chatter over on Twitch. I hope you have some sort of fume exhaust spray painting inside. I should, but I don't. I know. Sorry. I do actually have a respirator. What Makani, are you saying that me breathing in the fumes makes the art more alive? Yeah, actually, thank you for the reminder. I will go get my respirator on. I do need to actually figure out something for an actual exhaust system. It's not something I do a lot of regularly, so this is why I don't. This is legitimately the second time I have done spray paint or the airbrushing for my art. I do soldering and fumes are just as bad, or rely on the fan. That is smart. Honestly, I do have a window right here. Should probably put a fan in, help would pull the air in. 'Cause the first one I did was for Stranger Factory for a circus theme show. Actually, over on YouTube, New Type Zero is the guy who printed out these amazing little banners. Um, and these were actually the went at the top of my paintings with the title of the actual piece. Really cool, really fun, and I enjoyed it. Um, where the did I put? I swear to God, I have my respirator somewhere. But yeah, I do agree. I soldered once without some sort of extraction. My God, yeah, I can understand that. Like I'm a chronic brush licker, so maybe I have like a small immunity to the paint. I kid. The fumes are creatively the fumes of creativity. Yes. Ah, did it go? I do. I have a respirator. I have a little mask. I just need to freaking find it. Promise I have one. I apparently just can't find it. Lead-based solder once with my fan on. Even then, it was bad. It's just me. Yeah, I've got a new. I'm trying to upgrade up the. I gotta actually up the bit rate. I think. So you're not wrong. Hey, Keo. So yeah, Photography Rose, you are not wrong. I think we need to up the bit rate And hopefully that will help with things. I do not know. I can definitely do that. But I gotta get on the plus side, I got it currently empty and clean it out. So I got this little guy to help take care of that. So, but I appreciate looking out for my safety, Rose. Streaming at 720p, 60 FPS capped helps. I know from experience. 1080p bugs like hell. Well, let's try that out. Frame rate is set at 60 FPS. Yeah, the canvas. Currently, the canvas is stuck at 1080p, so that might be what's going on, Rose. So I will have to change it after stream for the next one. Which, if you since it does look like you're new here, Rose, we stream every Wednesday. We try to talk about some new things. And Keo, to answer your question, was the topic of the stream. We're talking about new things, trying new things in your creative practice. Also, Grace Alexander over on TikTok, welcome. Stream would have to be stopped to change that. Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to do that. I already did that once because I was having issues with like trying to connect TikTok to this. So I'm like, I don't want to stop stream again. Because like we've already been streaming for an hour. Yeah. I don't want to do that again. But okay, yeah. Oh, okay, so you're part of the web. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean it should get sent there. I don't know what happened, why it didn't, but yeah, also following along helps too. I got a post in the web Discord because I am like 8 or 9 followers away on Twitch for followers to get affiliate, and then I just need concurrent viewers as my other thing. So, Connie, new things. You've convinced me to buy that. Oh no. Okay. I will just say I didn't convince you to buy anything. That's on you. Do not blame me for your financial decisions. But I will take it that's a really nice one. I do not know enough about photography to actually do that. But yeah, like I said, Keo, we're talking about new things you may be adding to your practice, whether it is trying new different mediums. Well, I need a reason to explain. Thanks. You're welcome. Some guy, some street artist in Philly said I can buy it. Awesome. Just do me a solid. Fantastic. I love trying new things. I mainly continue my writing, but I try other methods. Awesome. Also, Jen over on or Jace. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to see how things a lot of oy, a lot of different come on, stop it. Jace, thank you for liking the live over on TikTok. Blame. All right, look, I guess I'll take the blame. Uh oh, blame Rose. Okay. Peer pressure needed to buy it. Yeah, clearly. It had nothing to do with poor financial. It's the people on the internet told me I should buy it. Obviously. But that's great to hear, Kia. Like, I made my teacher cry with my trial stuff. All right, I gotta ask clarification, please. I would love some clarification on what the trial means, Keo. I need to find it. Okay. Fantastic. Also, how you guys liking the new I know Twitch and YouTube it's a little bit choppy. I know TikTok you still get the same old because I was gonna have a fancy new like little setup for you guys, able to stream via like multi-stream, but it just did not want to cooperate today. Also, Matt Fox, welcome to the stream. So maybe next week it will behave. I'm hoping. But at least over on YouTube and Twitch. So if you haven't, again, if you don't follow me, like I did have automated messages, which apparently aren't going out. This is the once every now and then reminder that, hey, if you don't, I would absolutely appreciate the follow. Any likes on the stream, no matter what platform you're on, are all greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm know that you like what you see. And I appreciate that too. So much appreciated, everyone. Yeah, we got a brand new layout on over on Twitch and YouTube. We got the actual chat. We got the multi-chat set up all over the place. Insane logo idea, an ISO view of a Philly cheesesteak with a face next to a smaller Philly. That's weird, Matt. I'm not against it. But I kind of dig. I like my logo. I like my little bell with the paintbrush hidden in there. So I like that. But yeah, it also this whole new multi-chat setup. I can actually see everyone at the same time, like not just have it on the screen, but actually have it over here. See that now, very classy. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, I designed it too, so I put the work in. Uh, but yeah, I dig it. Like it feel like the Liberty Bell does obviously feel kitschy, but like use the crack, make the paintbrush at the bottom of the ringer. I don't know. I dig it. It was fun as hell to make, and overall, I think it looks good. It's classy. It makes wherever the fuck they are a pretty awesome sticker. So I do love these guys. So definitely dig it. Like having these around. As great, Kia. Looking forward to getting that. And as per Rose's suggestion on TikTok or Twitch, because I cannot find my freaking mask for the life of me, I am just going to put the shirt up over my face to kind of act as a mini respirator while I airbrush. It looks dumb as hell, but safety is key. And I am Philly art dad, so like I should be safe. I should do safety more than this. The Macho Man's malicious murder meticulously migrated all the malevolent evidence. Love it. That is sick as hell, Keo. Come on. Oh man. All right. I am just happy that, the stream is actually connecting. That would explain why it is not doing its thing. The tip of the airbrush has clogged. I'm getting such a weak ass flow. So, and apparently my music stopped. That ain't fun. So, also something new, and this is great. If you're part of the medical marijuana or just recreational marijuana use, you might be familiar with glob mops. I used to work as a graphic designer at a dispensary slash grower. So I got some of these. Fucking great for cleaning out your airbrush. Highly recommended. There we go. Now we're cooking. God damn. All right. Come on. All right, get my airbrush cleaner. Here we go. Put that in there so gingerly. So yeah. Shit. Oh, fuck me. All right. All right. Yeah, I may need to go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. I got to air up, get up early tomorrow. Yeah. Do it, Keo. Appreciate you humping on. Yeah, jumping on. Like I said, it has been a comedy of errors tonight with getting the stream to go. Appreciate, thank you, hun. I do like the new background too. It looks good. And like I said, once I actually get a few more pieces connected, like trackers for followers and whatnot, is gonna look really good. I'm actually super stoked. Apparently now I just got to kick down the output from 1080p to 720, and then hopefully it won't be as jumpy on Twitch and YouTube. So that is the goal. think that is looking sick as hell, guys. Like, holy shit, I love this. Later, Keo. Thank you for hopping in. Sorry it was such a short stream. I am digging this, guys. Very much so. So I think I got that nice vibrant white now, like kind of vibrant white pink. I gotta bring back in some more of those dark tones that I kind of lost. Actually, I think. Actually, we're just gonna airbrush some black in too, because I think that's. I was gonna kick this up a notch. I need to airbrush it in some black to get to deepen that color back in. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, Shay Hall, thank you for hopping in over on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Like I said, in like the spirit of like new things and doing new stuff, like it is definitely as far as like the stream with everything. I'm like, and in TikTok, I apologize. You were supposed to have a really nice stream background, the camera with you were gonna get a better view of the camera, but TikTok's live studio on the desktop was just being dumb. And I apologize. I don't get it. It's stupid. But you're here with me now. And everybody else over on Twitch and YouTube. On the plus side, I at least can see everybody's comments right here on my desktop, and I think that's great. I'm so stoked for this piece. My wife was giving me shit if she's still watching, to make sure that I finish the one that's behind me for the As Above So Below show, because that one's due at the very beginning of August for the show that opens up in the middle of August. So yeah, it is done. That is the nice thing. It is definitely done. Mythdrop.co, welcome to the stream. I saw it, like I know I just followed you, Mythco. Or Mythdrop, sorry, not Mythco, Mythdrop. Yeah. Wife's always reminding me. But yeah. Good luck on your actual like journey, Mythdrop. Because yeah, TikTok is awesome. It just takes some time, but you get there eventually. That's water. All right. Just gonna dump out the excess. Yeah, it works. Geo over on TikTok, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I think the important thing with doing, whether it's content creation like through Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whether it's just standard artistic creativity, it's important to make sure you are growing and trying new things out. That's the only way you're going to get better. If you just keep doing the same old thing over and over again, the growth isn't going to be there. And that's super important. So make sure you are always working towards a newer, better version of yourself. Like I said, whether it is creatively, whether it's technologically. I realize now saying whether it's technologically could imply the edition of some cyberpunk bullshit. But do some cyberpunk bullshit if you want. It's fun. Why not? Fuck it. Um, but also just in your regular life. Like, it's really important to get that growth in. Come on, you. Are you actually? So, radio guy over on TikTok. And Melissa joining in over on TikTok. Welcome, welcome. There we go. And it is time for the black paint now. Gotta clean out the mixing cup. Also, if you guys are interested in working with an airbrush, highly recommend getting some little silicone mixing cups. Like, these are made for resin art, for resin pouring. Highly recommend. They make it easier to like mix your paint because you should always be thinning your paint. In this case, I am using an airbrush medium. But you want to be thinning your paints down. It's going to make the whole process of airbrushing a lot easier in the long run. Got water or what the fuck? Yes, water. So yeah. It's not a pitch black, but we can get it up to that. Still had some white in the little cup. Hey, Cascadia. Welcome to the stream. I want to make sure I also get some deeper black in here. It's important. Hey, Philly Art Day. Fellow artists are working towards rebuilding my art studio. Long road. It absolutely is. I absolutely get that. I am also not rebuilding, but also in the process of working to get the studio moved. So, like, I work out of my home studio, but I got a room on the second floor. Come on, paint. But when we bought the house, it has a good basement. It just needs some upkeep. Come on. So we're working on getting the basement redone. But first off, we need a structural engineer to come on in and actually, fix up the foundation. And I absolutely, once that happens, I will be bringing you guys along for that trip of finishing the basement and moving the studio down there because I think that's going to be fun. Come on, you fucker. There we go. Damon Henry, thank you for joining the stream. Moving studios. Oh, TikTok wants me to play a game. I hate when it does that. Hold up. Moving studios is a pain. I'm thinking of moving across country. PDX. Oh, damn, yeah. Across and in a whole. Yeah, that's definitely something. But yeah. But I also don't blame you for wanting to get the fuck out. So, yeah. Yeah. Found love here in Canada. That's awesome. That's fantastic, Cascade. That's good to hear. Also, I don't know why Caster Labs has kind of crashed out on me. It's not getting capturing all my TikTok chat, but I get it. I've seen your vids a lot over the months, just haven't had the chance to That's awesome. Hey, and I have seen you liking a lot of stuff, Cascadia. It does not go unnoticed, and I appreciate you joining in on the stream, and I absolutely will. Do not worry. Like, I do not plan on stopping this train now that we're here. So yeah, like I said, the art community needs more voices of, I don't want to say hope or reason, but like that's it. Like there is way too much toxicity I feel in the art world as it is. So I absolutely am trying to be that voice in the art world that you can rely on to have some good messages. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not against the occasional rage bait, especially towards the particularly toxic individuals. But I'm here to be, like I said, I'm here to be a voice of hope, um, and just someone you can count on to be there for you. That's my goal. Hell yeah. Fantastic, guys. Appreciate having you all on here, joining me tonight. Familiar with the artist Sway by Julia Cameron. Also, finally, my regular chat, my caster labs caught up. I am familiar with the artist's way. I have personally never read it, Cascadia. Um, I've seen excerpts of it. I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those things for me or not. I have not actually read it, so I can't really say for 100% certain it is. But I am familiar with it. But I'd be intrigued to see if you can sell me on it. Popped in. What are you working on? Randallin, welcome. I don't know. Is this your first? Sorry, I'll tell you what I'm working on, Randallin. I'm just like, I don't think I've ever actually seen you on stream before. I know you've, again, just like Cascada, I know you watch my videos. I know you like my videos, Randallin. But I think this is the first time I might have actually seen you on stream. Working on a brand new piece. This is a new piece for a celestial themed show. I'll turn it. I'm currently working on the kind of nebula background. So I had to wanted to pull out the airbrush to actually do some really cool textures and get that nebula looking nice and funky. Thank you. Yeah. Like I'm a nerd, So I paint minis like for board games. 40K too. I have a Space Wolves army, so Space Vikings. So I have an airbrush that I've used for that kind of stuff. Um, and this is only the second time I'm using my airbrush um do something different. Usually don't watch lives. You popped up during a swipe, and I thought it's something. I appreciate that. Well, I'm glad I can be one of the few lives you popped into, Randallin. I much appreciate it. That means you resonate with the content I put in, so you saw me on live, and you're like, "Cool, I'll stop by." Much appreciated. And I'd ask you to follow, but I already know you do, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so like I said, celestial theme show, trying to painting a nebula with my airbrush. The character in this one, whenever I saw the theme for celestial, my brain went to Cthulhu mythos and all of that kind of stuff. So hell yeah. I got Cave Lion Skull, got his tentacles, can't wait to get into like the nitty-gritty with that. Cascadia, I've not used an airbrush. I know there's a bit of a learning curve with them. There definitely is. Um, Honestly, the main reason why I'm doing it with this one is because the nebula is already kind of flowy in and of itself, and I can get some really awesome blends and like fluffy textures in there with the airbrush. And then I can go back in with my actual brushes and tighten it up, get some more sharper details in there. So that's the kind of thought process there. Do some of the heavy lifting that I would be stressing over with a regular brush, with the airbrush, quick and dirty, get it down, and then clean it up later. But like I said, I generally use it for like mini painting stuff. I'll pull one over. My little gross boy from a board game called Lobotomy. Like I ended up basing him with my airbrush, and I do what's called a zenithal highlight just from the top, so you can kind of get the details. It helps out, also covers some bigger areas. It's really cool. Highly recommend it if you are a nerd and you like to paint your minis. The airbrush technique is a bit nostalgic to my stencil area. I agree to an extent. Yeah, obviously, I also like I used to do some stencils on some acrylic paintings before. I have not really done any of that recently. It's just not part of my style anymore. But it kind of is. Always love your work. Nice color usage and frame. Thank you. I've been very much into a purple, and I love the idea of this like nice purple nebula. I got to get a nice color palette for the robes of the kind of like Cthulhu cultist looking guy here. But yeah, I don't know. Purple is just so fun to work with. Thank you. Great blends with the airbrush, totally. I also play D&D. Hell yeah. I have not played I play D&D. I have played D&D. Have not played recently. Haven't done D&D 2024, 2025 edition, whatever the hell they're calling it right now. I have moved on to a lot more like smaller RPGs. Morkborg has been my go-to RPG recently. Also, amazing book for just like if as artists, like even if you are not a nerd and play tabletop RPGs, the art in this book is amazing. Like just very death metal, black, like everything is so damn cool. Like the book in and of itself is a pain in the ass to read sometimes when you're looking for rules. Uh, but as like an art book kind of thing, like holy shit. Like I love this. And the community behind Morkborg has put so many like zines, hacks to it. Like I have a fantasy World War II Morkborg hack. I have Morkborg in space called Vast Grim. Frontier Scum, which is Cowborg. Cowborg. Yeah. It's just so damn cool. So highly recommend checking out, especially if you are a D&D and TTRPG nerd Cascadia, highly checking out some of those smaller publishers and see what the hell they're doing. Because it is some cool ass shit. Um, Hell yeah. Honestly, the best, like, and I realize this, like, depending on where you are. Well, actually, yes, you said you're in Montreal right now, so you're like north of me. Like, I forget exactly where in the province of Canada Montreal is, but like you're definitely north. Um, Conventions are a great way to find these like small publishers or like smaller but some really cool shit. Uh, PAX Unplugged, north of you in Quebec. Cool. I was kind of right geographically. PAX Unplugged in Philly, amazing. Um, a whole tabletop convention. You can see some cool shit, get some cool RPGs. It's just highly recommended. Like I said, make a trip down into Philly for the weekend, do the convention. It is awesome. Just don't do it this year. Um, I cannot stress enough. Do not do PAX Unplugged this year. Um, it is the same damn weekend as the Philly marathon, and the marathon literally goes right in front of the convention hall. So there's like going to be a lot of streets shut down. So it is not going to be fun to have PAX Unplugged and the marathon going at the same time. Hopefully they realize that, and next year they can fix it and not do that again. Because I wasn't planning on going this year anyway, but I sure as shit ain't going this year because of that. So yeah, like I said, if you are absolutely a tabletop player, PAX Unplugged, do it. Yeah, I did a lot of Pacific Northwest circuit, a lot of Artist Alley. Going to be a lot to move. Yeah, it is. Liquidate and move what I can't sell. That's awesome. Yeah. Look, I am very much. I try to buy original art when I can. But if you're having a sale, I will absolutely check it out. Shoot me over the details. I always love getting new art when I can. Um, so yeah, um, definitely. I think I do remember seeing. I'm picturing it in my head, very black, like a lot of like dark tones, like very black, very like folk arty styling, and I kind of really dig that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Cascadia, if I am absolutely misrepresenting your art. That is not my intent. But yeah, if I am right, that style is right the hell up my alley. I'm just waiting on Cascadia to confirm whether or not I did it right. But yeah, I very much like that folk art style. There you go. Yeah, folk art stuff. Crypt. Yes, the cryptids too. It's been a while since I've been in the doing the artist's way. That's cool, and I might have to check it out. I think I've seen, like I said, Pacific Northwest West influence. I've been trying to like Punky Doodles on TikTok. She does a lot of Mothman. Like I'm sure you've seen her. She's done a lot of Mothman T-shirts and things. She was asking to, like, what other cryptids should I do? And I've been trying to get her to do a squonk. Um, I know my buddy Bill, who was on for a little bit, like knows the squonk, but the squonk is a fantastic little emo boy of Pennsylvania cryptid. It is a very sad pig, and I wanted to do a squonk shirt, and I probably would buy the shit out of that because that's hilarious. But yeah, I highly recommend looking up the squonk if you are a cryptid fan. It's too much. Still here, it's just kind of, oh yeah, sure. Yep, you spelled it absolutely right, Randallin. 100% on the nose. You got the spelling correctly. And someone recommend writing a kid's. That would be amazing. I need more like Pennsylvania kids books. Like that would be. I want a kids book about the squonk. Hell yeah, do it. Um, I would absolutely buy a copy of that book. I also need to get a copy. Apparently, they came out with the Philly ABCs, and I was reading some of the excerpts, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like some of them, like cool, like B for Ben Franklin, neat. My favorite is Q for questionable meat, in reference to Philly and Pennsylvania's love of Scrapple. And I love that. And that's amazing. And it makes my little heart sing. So I am all for it. Because like I have a kid. I have a 3-year-old and I love just good, like interesting kids books that are just kind of off the beaten path. So hell yeah. Oh man. Stop it. Gotta you know this Nebula is looking sick as hell, and I'm so stoked. And I'm sorry, Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna fix the frame rate for next stream, so hopefully it is nowhere near as choppy. I just started using a new streaming software, and honestly, maybe with it being 1080p, that might be why it wasn't really playing nicely with TikTok earlier. So I'm gonna make sure that is fixed for next week. Again, appreciate all you guys being on here. Now I just need my freaking airbrush to behave. Ugh. $7:35. All right. Sorry, TikTok. I'm off. I'm slightly off screen because I got to refill my little paint pot for my airbrush. All right. There we go. Back at it. Think I might have a clogged tip again. I absolutely fucking do. There we go. Hell yeah. Right. I think I need more purple. Yeah. I'm going to get you back on. Definitely think I want to upgrade my airbrush just from a nerd point aspect too. Like I got the cheap ass Masters one from Amazon and it fucking shows. So yeah, especially if I'm going to be doing more shit with the airbrush like this. Like, who knows? Again, it's all definitely make. You can always make do with what you have, but it's nice that when you can upgrade your supplies when you can. That's the way I look at it. How are we looking? We went. Oh, all right. I had a prof tell me it's not the worth of supplies, it's the talent. Yeah, 100%, Randallin. It is absolutely the talent of the artist. Um, cheap out all of them. Yeah. And honestly, you can definitely, like, I definitely think there are some things, like, you shouldn't cheap out on. Like, I know for me, like, I've been rocking these, so this is a set of golden maple detail brushes that I picked up off Amazon. It is a pack of how many brushes? Doesn't say on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 brushes for $12. These have been awesome. These have been just as good as my Trekels, just as good as my what's the other brand that I had? Royal and Langnickel. They're good. Now, like, there are things that, like, paint, it's expensive. It's one of the more expensive. I don't think I would go back from using golden paint. Golden paint is like my, for lack of a better term, gold standard when it comes to like paint. I don't think I could go to anything else when it comes to acrylic paints. It's just, I'm used to it. I'm used to the color, vibrancy of it. Like, can't do it. So, but yeah, definitely try it for cheap metallic paints. Don't do as well as the price shift. Um, and if you're looking for a amazing metallic paint, this is the one I use. It's the Stuart Semple Culture Hustle Heavy Metals. There's gold, um, copper, silver, and a black gold. It's pricey. It's like $40 for these four paints, but I mean, like, I bought these like 5 years ago, and I'm still have so much paint in there, and they're going strong. So again, I agree with you, Randall, about the metallic paints. A good metallic paint is worth its weight in gold. No pun intended. Yeah, it's more expensive, but I've never had issues with it compared to other brand primer for my mini. I'll never use anything. Yeah, yeah. I actually Randall in as far as that. Like, I don't think it's in. I don't think they have this Culture Hustle stuff in the TikTok shop. If they do, I'll have to figure it out and add it there. But I also have a link in my bio that if you go to that link, there's one for like my studio supplies. It's in there, so you can get a link to it and everything, um, and other supplies I use too. So if you want to support me, you can buy through like it's all affiliated links through Blick, not Amazon. I do not have an Amazon affiliate store because that was I tried it and it was a pain in the ass because didn't I didn't make enough sales because I decided to do it while I was just starting. And the new thing I use, Bendable, super awesome. And like I said, you can do Amazon if you have the Amazon affiliate, but it auto affiliates so much stuff like uh, Barnes and Noble, Ace Hardware. What's there's Blick Art Materials. So again, links in my bio if you want to check that stuff out. I'll double check and maybe if it's in the TikTok shop, I'll put it in there. But yeah, like I said, Culture Hustle for metallics, they're good. Also, their Blackest Black is also good, really good paint. But yeah, I do get that, Bill. Like, so I know for myself, I don't have it up here, but I have the Army Painter version. I do like that. I do like the Army Painter things. Also, the color matching is really important too, especially with like the mini painting. Like, if you can have the color match between the like spray paint and the paint pots, that shit is clutch. Good, we're good. I need to look at my reference photos for my nebula. Where the hell are you? That's not it. Definitely want to. Gotta. Ooh, yeah. Definitely gotta add some blues to this. Hell yeah. Tried tons of different army paint primers. Eventually get globby. Okay, good to know. Maybe if they change the formula, I don't know, man. Russian blue. Yeah. Agreed. I've actually been using my goldens for my minis too sometimes because it's like I have them already out on my palette for my regular shit. So when I do, my other painting, my nerdy painting, why the fuck not? Do, do, do. So yeah. I need a better stir stick. I'm currently using a very thin palette knife, and it is just barely working at best. What time is it? Ooh, I Hey guys, I think we're gonna end the stream there tonight. I do appreciate you got all being on here tonight, but I'm seeing the time. I've also had just a hell of a night trying to get everything working, so I need a break. And that's my wife over there because it's also the little man's bedtime, and I gotta go say goodnight to him. So instead of the pause on the stream tonight, I think we're just gonna end it here. Thank you all for being on stream tonight. We're gonna make sure we fix the frame rate as well, so hopefully things will be a little smoother, and I can finally do the freaking multi-stream and get the fancy little backgrounds over on TikTok too, and have everything cohesive and homogenous. That's what we want. So, guys, have a nice night. Stay weird. Love you all, and absolutely, Randall, you are welcome. I'm happy to share the process. So, hey, maybe we'll see you in another live. So, guys, take care. Stay weird. And that's little man popping in the background. Later, guys. Have a nice